following content might not be suitable for younger audience. Multiple insults, profanities, references to intelligence, wealth of opinion, and plain stupidity might take place. Proceed with caution. You have been warned.
Agreed, completely. But see, I don't like pointing myself up in front of people I like. I love making myself look big in front of people I hate, or disrespect or dislike. But in some way, I think people who are veterans in Machinima, regardless of views and subscriber count, in some way, I feel entitled to having an easier time and not being forced to completely overhaul myself because of the design choice. Yes, it's developers' first priority, gameplay and diversity. But when a developer himself says, "Oh, we love Machinima," and then you see all these cutbacks, you kind of ask yourself, I thought, like, once again, in quotation marks, I thought I already went through all this crap. Why should I go through it over and over again? Because transition between Halo 3 and Halo Reach for me was super easy. It was super easy. I didn't have to work much. I worked with Halo 3 for a year, Machinima-wise, and for me it was a blast and a
big
an
improvement,
elegance,
right?
Yeah, an elegance coming in Halo Reach. And I changed my style not because I was forced to, but because I kind of saw what Reach does good, and I'm gonna mute this guy. What Reach does good, and I kind of adapted myself to that. But now in Halo 4, I sort of have this adaptability, and yet I'm being limited by what the developer did, in a sense.
Lost the lead.
Kinda.
Yeah. Best way to put it. Hold on, there's a queer boy in The Revenant.
Could you please define a queer boy?
No, his gamer tag is a queer boy, and he's inside a Revenant.
Oh, that's so delicious.
How does...
It's okay.
How...
Everybody has their own sex choices.
Oh, how dare he touch Revy like that?
Remember, Rev is Japanese, and they love the tentacle porn.
I hope to God he doesn't have tentacles.
What about you, Brandy? Halo 4, anything you want to say specific about it? Machinima-wise, maybe, because
Crisis 2.
Show. What about Crisis 2?
No, it's just the thought, like, going into, like, much of the campaign footage I've seen, the big spotlights that I've seen are, like, those first-person sequences, like when he's, like, punching the elite in the face and then throwing him down an elevator shaft. Stuff like that reminds me of Crisis 2.
Crisis 2. You're right, absolutely. And graphically speaking, maybe even equally substantial?
Yeah, I mean, I love Crisis 2. When I played it, I just had a blast with it. I wasn't very good, because, you know, there was that mechanic where, you know, like how Call of Duty players have that stupid-ass belly flop?
Yeah.
Well, Crisis 2 had a combat slide that you do when you're, like, going down hills and stuff. And I could never get the hang of that when a dude with an automatic shotgun was able to slide past me all freaking action style, you know? It was too cool for me.
Oh, you mean... Oh, I get it. Gangnam style. Remember the time where he was in an elevator? That's Crisis 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Campaign. See, let's try not talking about campaign, even if we know.
Okay. I'll stick to gameplay then.
Or
the sticky detonator.
Looks kick-ass, hard to use. I can't wait for it.
Proximity mine gun.
There is a proximity mine?
Well, no, it's, I mean, if you're using it, because there's like a little proximity sensor and stuff, so...
You know, they have that in the grenade launcher here, too.
It doesn't give you a little radar, though, to show if anybody's actually next to the grenade.
No, it does.
No, it just has a number to show how far away it goes.
No. It actually has a little proximity thing.
You sure? I mean, I've never noticed it,
definitely.
and I use it all the time. Oh well. But the sticky grenade... No, not sticky grenade. Sticky launcher, whatever the hell you want to call it. I'm just going to call it the sticky pistol.
Detonator.
It seems like a way to just have a smaller version of the grenade launcher. That's all I think of it as. It's like, oh, I'm tired of everything always like running away from me when I try to do it. Now I'm gonna make sure my grenades stick on people. That's fair, but that's what the plasma launcher is for.
True. I'm so excited about Halo 4, regardless of all the garbage. And a lot of people kind of call me a person who doesn't care about story. I care about story a lot.
I find that so ironic. Like, you guys can't even understand what the story of Elite Four is at times, but whatever. I mean, I guess everybody has to have their own opinion for stupid stuff.
Yeah, but for example, I base everything off of Halo canon. I try to keep it as close as possible. The reason why my films are set like 15 years in the future is so I can have flexibility and creativity that I need to write creatively. That's why I rarely go into the past, and even if I do, like Garst's trial or whatever, I keep it within the context of what Halo's canon is. Because we don't know every single event that happened. We don't know every single colony that got hit or every single battle fought. And that gives a lot of creativity to people like me who want to create something unique, something new, as opposed to people who want to stick with the core of what Halo is about, and it's fighting on a Halo ring and killing evil elites because they're pricks or some bullshit like that.
It's a weird thought too, though, because even the multiplayer itself is going to be canon now.
And once again, that's sort of driving creativity away from the directors. But once again, a good director can take something, convert it to what you want. Let me just say something in general, that the director has the right to take a plot of established canon and turn it into garbage, mush it up, and bring their own little view into it. They're full right. You can't criticize somebody for making a poor personal choice based on official quote-unquote canon. As a director, you have the right to change up whatever hell you want. But then it also brings up a secondary sort of this bullshit point, is that where do you draw the line between self-creativity and literally breaking canon apart? Personally, I couldn't give a fuck what person writes in terms of canon, as long as it's fun, entertaining, and exciting. And I kind of look down on people who talk garbage when a director takes creative notion of it.
Yeah.
And then blame their film for being crap because they took the initiative to create something new and original, an alternate universe in terms of creating, like, what would happen if this was the case, sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I always do love what it's stories going for.
Well, some people have an anal desire to not do that.
I know.
Not like that.
I don't know. I mean, as you said yourself, some people are kind of edging away from canon, which I think is a good idea.
It's a great idea. But once again, what we're doing, we're keeping canon. We're keeping canon inside all the time.
I don't know. I think Elite Four started in canon, and now we've kind of created our own, though.
Well, it's a given. You create your own canon when you make a story, but I stay within the confines of established canon because I don't want to. I want to please the critics that have this notion that everything has to be canon proof. But once again, who is to say that there wasn't an elite commander commanding the 3 ships that got court-martialed for not being a good order-following person? And who is here to say that some of these same elites later on became separatists? We don't know every single bit of the Halo canon story, and we can't predict how a mentally scarred and disgruntled soldier will take his trial as. We can't predict that. That's what gives me the creativity to work with. Who said that humans and elites can't work together a few months after the war when they also have been under the same circumstances? Or somebody's a great orator. We cannot predict that in Halo canon because we're not given every single minute of every single battle, every single story. That's what gives me the creativity and other directors to pursue these avenues of storytelling.
Well said.
Exactly.
But you can't
Yet,
stick it.
I don't go out of my way and say that Master Chief has never been on Forward Unto Dawn, or Halo has never happened, or Spartans only took 1 day to be trained, or some garbage notion like that.
I feel sorry for those who had to, like... Do you remember that one Machinima that had, like, the whole entire Spartan process just be, you know, a couple dudes lining up with a beam rifle aimed at them? What the hell is that?
I know. But yeah, that's the notion I'm saying. Creativity over being anally butthurt by canon. Elites of War, there isn't one part of Elites of War that isn't canon or isn't logical. From neural implants to bones being made out of metal to being able to be brought back from the dead via medical terms and medical means. There isn't one magical solution. I don't even use teleporters because I personally find teleporters illogical. I don't use teleporters.
Disassembling.
Even though they're fully canon in Halo.
I'm sorry, but this
Halo,
goes so well. Canon. I had a thought. If a teleporter takes your body's information and like assembles it back, do you think that means if it had the materials, you could clone someone with a teleporter?
I guess so. I mean, we don't know. Maybe grunts are being cloned. Maybe those batches aren't really eggs. You don't know. You don't know enough information about grunts to make those assumptions at all. Sure, we know they're reproduced by eggs, and we know there's egg sex because of the grunt rebellion. But who is to say that those grunt sacks aren't actually cloning sacks? Who knows? That's what gives the director the creativity to work with, as opposed to being hard-ass stuck with canon 100% of the time. And every time I see somebody take that new approach, my light in my head lights up and saying, "You, my friend, have done something that no other idiot thought of, and you have the ability to create an amazing story," as opposed to people who stick with canon purely because they're so anal about it and they dislike everything else that is not following established canon without any, you know.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, go for it.
Ah, do. Goodbye, Halo Reach, you were so fun. But now we got a game that's made for everyone. It's called Halo 4. You couldn't ask for more. Even though this song sucks balls. A, B, C, D, E, F, E, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, oh, pay.
Alright.
Cool.
If you think I'm not going to put this song in, I am putting this song in. It was pretty good.
Damn it.
So I guess we kind of covered a bunch of topics for something that was quite serious if you think about it. I think this is the most serious M&B show we had.
We're
ever.
Saying goodbye to an old friend.
I actually have something cute I recorded yesterday about all the fallen trees in my neighborhood. Anyway, whatever. You'll see. I guess what we can talk about now, we kind of touched upon it, but big things that have came out of reach. Let's be humble. Let's us be humble. Let's big things that came out of reach.
Well, I guess I'll start with the things that I really remember from Reach, Machinima in general. Fall of Reach, obviously. Because that was literally something I was watching before I even got into Machinima myself. I guess most of Season 2 of Elites of War.
I said let's be humble.
Yeah, I'm not gloating about it or anything.
Oh, fine. You make me feel horny. It's okay.
But, well, Rise of the Spartans, obviously, like, Part 9 is going to be coming out in, like, what, a couple months?
Part 8 is not out yet.
I know, but, oh, shit, I'm being shot at. There's... I was gonna say Battle of Earth, but I was like, Sam's a cool guy, but that one was really bad.
You know, I always say, friendly honesty is always better than douchebaggery critique.
Yeah. Let's see. There were so... like, at this point, it's like a lot. So many that you can't really name them all.
Or
I guess I could just say the big ones that I know.
I think what
the Unsociables.
I think what you're actually saying is the ones that there's so many of them, but a lot of them are so crap you don't remember their names, so you can't really say it.
Oh, I'm trying to say it nicely. Come on, bro.
I know, but since I have to be the douche, might as well be the douche.
I think Megan was right in, like, when she was coloring us up. I was wearing a blue shirt. You were wearing a red one. I can just imagine it.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ.
Indeed. So, anything else? What came out of Reach?
I don't know. Everybody has a new way of playing, new friends. People have started new series such as, what, Unexpected Adventures, I think it was called? That one was great. I loved it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. I do remember it.
Let's see. I think I already mentioned The Unsociables, but there's also all of its offshoots, like It's a Shitty Life, and,
Which
I don't know, I
lasted,
think
what,
the-
2 episodes?
Yeah. Yeah. It's not like they were being too, I don't know. I think it's just the whole point of having to do something that really gets people discouraged from making Machinima in the first point.
True.
Too much work, you know?
Anything finishing up, or you still have shitload to say?
Ow. This guy is an asshole.
Asshole. I got him.
I suck at snipers, I'm sorry.
I don't like snipers. Like, I really don't like the fact that everybody has a sniper. You know, it might be like it's something douchey to say, but I prefer when you have to work for your sniper and conserve ammo, not when you just can spam it like a little douche.
Well, that's the way I feel about Team DMRs, but you don't, you know.
Oh, come on. Yeah, whatever, you're right. I guess it's my turn to say some things about Greach. I think what I learned about, I'm putting aside the big people, because you just named them. I'm putting aside people who are semi here, like Sam. And once again, not to disrespect Sam, but I'm just saying in comparison to some other people. Let's just say that. Like Sam and Case Park, right? With his what was the name of his series? Oh fuck! I'm sorry. I know what it is. But I forgot what the name is. But I'm pretty sure people know who Case Park is. But yeah, I think what I actually found out how many bad people there are who try to do Machinima. Because even in the age of Halo 3, I saw this rise in Machinima directors towards the middle of the existence of the game, but it dropped more or less
quality-wise.
It dropped by the time I went in the business. It just dropped. I was actually one of the few people who started at that time. Usually people start, you know, like there are waves of people starting at the same time.
Yeah, generation.
Yeah, no. Well, when I started, it was like a down low. Nobody started films when I did. I was like the only one who actually started something new at that time. So I was kind of proud of them. Like, hey, I'm the only Negro here. No offense, Brandon. But and then with Reach, there were so many people that started to do the films that I saw this, and throughout the entirety of the existence of the from the entire existence of the Reach, so many people started doing them that I saw how many bad people there are doing Machinima. Not only story wise, but like total film wise. I kind of got this sorry feeling that so much time wasted and people don't even work through it. When I was in my time, I did a little reach out program. Pretty much I promoted some directors. Out of 14 people who applied, only 7 were worth promoting because they somewhat seem like they have a plan on what to do. And out of those 7, only 2 remain. One of which remained for till now. That's what's his name? Jose Vargas. Well, not Reach.
Corrupted?
Yeah. Corrupted, yeah. But he was before in Halo 3, but he wasn't big, and I'm really upset he's not big now either. And the other guy just poofed from the existence, like no more. So out of those 7 people, only 1 person came through, and I imagine these people are all over the place like that in Reach without me noticing them. And it just puts in perspective how much people wasted time and effort on something that they couldn't see through.
Yeah, like I said, it was the whole having to do something, I guess.
And I also met a lot of people who are just garbage in making films. I don't like being humble when I'm talking to people who truly are garbage. And well, and then again, garbage is what? It's my opinion of what garbage is, and at the same time, I can bring up some sort of like I don't want to say facts, but sort of traditional reasons for why people are garbage, without putting my personal sort of I don't like your film because it's about these people, but more like the quality of the films they make. And that's what opened my eyes. I thought everybody who wanted to do Machinima did it for fun, and they never sort of took the stance of like judging others. Because that's what I did when I started making films. I didn't judge anybody for anything. I just watched their films and enjoyed them. How about you, Brandy?
Well, I basically went through the very first time of like watching Machinima going like, well, I can't make anything better than it, so I don't really have much reason to judge anything. So, you know, I was just like, oh, cool, something to watch. That was kind of bad. Why do you do that, you know?
That's
like, I knew a bad film when I saw it, but most of the time I was just more appreciative of everything.
So, yeah, I kind of want to elaborate on that thing that I said before and what you just said. I watched films just to watch them. I never really thought it was my place to tell somebody they did something wrong. I started doing that only when somebody asked me, hey, what do you think of that? But the age of reach brought out the entitlement of other directors to judge others. It sort of became like a EP contest. Who can garbage up who first more?
Yeah.
And I think that is what causes all these problems and commotions that are going on a lot. Ooh, crap. In essence, in one way, it's good because there you see this competitive edge, but at the same time, it loses that luster of community, and it becomes a competition who has the biggest dick online, or who has the best flashy special effects, or something in that sort of deal. Your turn.
Yeah. There's really not much I was able to say. Nobody's ever actually asked me to like do big, long critiques for like big or, well, relatively small, horribly edited, really bad voiced machinimas. But, it was just like, unless you can do better, don't say anything. And then I realized, hey, I don't think that really applies anymore.
Self-entitlement. Just what I said before. And you know, it's easy to avoid that if you're a good person. If you're a bad person, you're just gonna judge everybody regardless. Once again, it's as if you have the right to judge. And I'm not talking about personality, I'm talking about somebody's work and how you approach it.
Yeah, I feel like a hypocrite all the time whenever I say, that was bad. Because then I'd be like, I'd turn around and be like, oh, that's cool. And, you know, do something horribly wrongly, you know?
Well, think about it. It's all about presentation, right? You're not coming up to the person and saying he's garbage. You're just saying, oh, that was bad. And you saying it, why are you saying it to me right now? But I'm pretty sure if you were saying it to the person, you would have been more formal about it. Why is it bad, maybe? You would give a little example of maybe how it could be improved. But I don't think you would ever say that somebody's film is shit up front.
Yeah, no, I'm too nice for that.
Which is what most people, most directors right now kind of do. Plain out say, hey, you're shit. Your films are shit. This is shit. And they consider that proper critique, sort of speaking. And hopefully with Halo 4 it's going to change because everybody, as you said before, will be on a new leaf.
Yeah, starting, well, mostly even ground, but little rocky. Some people are going to have like total sand pits where they start out from. It's going to be sad to see, but oh well.
The way you see them progress.
Yeah.
I didn't see my score. Oh, hey, look at me. I went +8. How delicious.
Okay, well, we've been at this for about an hour or so.
Anything last to say?
Um,
Maybe a small little short topic to cover.
I guess before we say our goodbyes to Reach.
Also, in the middle of the game. There you go.
I don't know. Halo Reach has just been a big, long ride. It's been fun. Like, I've met so many cool people, done so many cool things, seen a lot of cool things, seen a lot of really bad, nasty, corroded, decaying things that I really wish I hadn't seen. I came to realize that the Machinima world is the exact same thing, if not more bitter, than most of the real world when it comes to celebrities and everything else. There are... just like how there are people who would shave their head because they heard some strange rumor that JB had cancer, there are people who will literally have entire month-long wars with each other over who likes Arbiter the most, or who wants to suck, what's his name? Digital Virus's dick the longest, or something. And
we took it figuratively. Let's just say that.
Yes, figuratively. It's just, I noticed that everything is more realistic than I thought it was. When I first came into Machinima, I was like, oh my god, it's a whole bunch of people making films. That's awesome! And then, you know, I quickly realized that, oh my god,
it's a whole bunch of people bullshitting each other. It's not awesome.
There are good people, there are bad people, and there's some motherfuckers that don't even belong in here. It's just, what the hell?
Oh, you're so sweet, Brandon. You know how to say things right.
It's just, it made me grow as a person a lot due to Reach. Machinima in general was like, okay, yeah, remember when you were a little kid watching Monday morning cartoons and Saturday night cartoons and whatever the hell you want to call it? Yeah, now it's your turn to get behind the wheel and actually take action in whether or not these cartoons are there for people's enjoyment. And I was like, fuck yeah! I get to be what people love. Of course, it was just like, I want to be famous, Yep. But at its heart, I was just like, fuck yeah, I'm doing this. People like me. They want me. You know?
That's where you unzip your pants and let them do the thing you want them to do. You sound like little Stitch. Get it? Stitch?
Yes. That Revenant is not shooting anyone. I think it's friendly. Don't kill it, guys!
I guess it's my turn to say shit now.
Go ahead.
I don't know, I should, or should I not? Yeah, sure, I'll say some nasty things. I guess I will feel sad for Reach leaving because I have everything ready for Machinima and Reach, and not in Halo 4. But I think it's gonna be a really good experience to finally get into Halo 4. And as I said, I'm really interested in the storyline of it, and a lot of people will kind of comment on me saying that, oh, you never cared for story, you don't consider canon to be important. I consider it important because I build my stories around canon, and I use canon as my backbone to connect Halo story with a little side story that Elites of War creates, and what you and I both write, like little fun things. And yeah. I can't wait until I finish Halo 4 and incorporate Halo 4's little bits and pieces into Elites of War, and how I'm gonna put the Didact in it, and the Prometheans and their weapons, and the new vehicles, the new mechs. Like, I can't wait until I get the opportunity to sit down, take all of that Halo 4 beauty in, and write something that can be so awesomely interpreted into the main story arc of Elites of War.
I know, and it's like mostly impossible to like escape canon all the way unless you're doing a short or something. I mean, there's no way you could relate anything UNSC related to machine language or necromancer, but those are kind of out of the loop though. They're not in any military setting at all.
And I guess what I want to say to those people who have canon up their ass, lube your ass up, please, to accept something new.
Like a heavy, heavy round, or as you liked to use in, I think Battlefield 3. If anybody ever saw his one gun series, Mad Cow Gamer.
I don't think I did anything in Battlefield 3.
Yes, you did. You were
No.
doing the medic class and everything else.
I was.
You were using the FP 9000, I think. Whatever. Fletchet rounds.
Oh, flesh. Oh.
You guys are not gonna enjoy the new series and stuff if you guys can't like adapt with us.
Yeah, true. I mean, you won't enjoy it, period, if you're a dick. And if you consider Canon to be something once again, me and Brandy, we try to keep Canon relevant to what we write.
Well,
We talk in some big things, big things.
yeah, big things. I was gonna say, unless Revy is some UNSC project.
He's an AI, why not?
Yeah, he's a fucking Japanese AI that, I don't know. What did they call the, oh yeah, the ability for ships to warp into slip space and stuff is
Yep.
called a Sha Fukijawa drive.
Yeah. Maybe that's what he really is. He's a Sha Fukijawa clone.
Yeah, he's
Instead of
able
a
to...
revenant. And by the way, he will be in some shape, way, or form in Halo 4.
Yeah.
We do not plan on getting rid of something funny as Revy. Because Revy's sexy. Because Revy's Revy.
Yeah.
Alright, guys,
We-
so... Yeah, anything else, Brandy?
Nah. We've said our goodbyes long enough. I'm pretty sure Bungie doesn't even care about Halo at this point. Seeing as how most of Bungie's employees are still in 343 anyway.
Well, we're saying goodbye for Halo Reach for viewers, mostly. Not really Bungie. But, yeah, I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. So,
Yeah.
guys, thank you for joining us for this special release of M&B show in Halo Reach, saying, ta-ta, Mr. Reach.
Adios, sayonara, auf Wiedersehen,
Wiedersehen,
goodbye.
Peace out.
I love you.